Continuing our coverage of the solar issue in the town of Deerfield, Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Brill joins us live in the studio tonight to discuss the proposed Town of Deerfield solar energy law. Lauren, tell us a little bit about what happened at tonight's meeting.
Jamie, the Town of Deerfield and the Solar Committee hope to create a law with enough limitations that residents are able to live alongside solar farm development. The purpose was to ensure that both the committee and board captured all of the residents' concerns in this law, such as mitigating the impact on wildlife habitats and hunting routes, contamination of the land, and fire safety. Now, the Solar Committee will look through all of these comments from both meetings and find the best way to incorporate them into the law. I spoke with a member of this committee, Margaret Fusco, about what these regulations will do going forward. Take a look.
So this solar law, once it's adopted, will help us with applications that are 25 megawatts or smaller. As far as the bigger projects that the state of New York has, we're hoping that the companies and the developers are going to work with us to incorporate everything that we have in our solar law in their planning.
When speaking with the Borelex representative, he explained to me that this proposal establishes what the values of the community are, and he says they will take these concerns into consideration when designing their project. For example, by conducting an environmental study and holding a town hall for residents in the near future.
It is very important to be at an event like this where you can hear from people directly, hear what their underlying concerns were. And so those underlying concerns, we can make adjustments in some of the cases to address those issues. And we'd like to work with the community to make sure that this works well. Our goal here is to be a good neighbor. We're invited in by their neighbors and to basically lease part of the property to us. And our intention is to be that continued good neighbor throughout.
And part of the application process through the Office of Renewable Energy Siting states that if an applicant like Borelex finds the local law to be unreasonably burdensome, they do have the right to strike that portion of the law from their project. Borelex is providing both the board and the Solar Committee with their notes on the proposed law. Going forward, there will be a public hearing on the final draft sometime in September, and the board hopes to adopt the law at the September 12th town board meeting. Back to you, Jamie.
All right, thanks, Lauren.